welcome to Gabon Calling. Gabon is known to be a politically stable and safe country to live in. It is the hub of natural resources, manganese, palm oil, biodiverse forests. It is a paradise for investors, the land of opportunity. So let's go find out how Gabon helps people live their dream. Gabon is a small country located right on the equator in West Central Africa. With an area of 2,67,667 kilometers, this country is home to an estimated population of 2 million people. Thanks to its rich reserves in natural resources and huge foreign investments, Gabon has become one of Africa's wealthier nations.
We are a country right on the equator with the sun, sea, rainforest, and also a very stable country. Political stability is very important, and we have it, and it's a secure country. We have important international companies now that have invested in Gabon for years. And as for India, I just would like you to consider asking, Indians that are already working in Gabon.
Gabon is diversifying its economy and is raring to become an investment destination for global entrepreneurs. With majority of its population under the age of 30, Gabon has become successful in creating job opportunities in numerous sectors like mining, oil, timber, agriculture, tourism, and many more. This Equatorial Guinea has the second largest deposit of manganese and is the third largest manganese producer globally.
Gabon was only, using and taking the natural resources of Gabon, and they were transformed somewhere else abroad. You have also the first in Africa, in Central Africa, what is called the C2M, which is for the manganese. They are using electrolysis, they are transforming the manganese here in Gabon. And so making with mineral resources, there were huge investment, or more than 300 million euros investment in order to transform part of the manganese here in Gabon.
The manganese ore and the ferroalloys products are used in the steel industry for 90% of the production. So obviously where there is steel industry, there is a customer. US, Europe were the initial big customers, and then you know how much the steel industry did develop in China, which is still the major producer all across. Now we reach 4 million tons. Mining activities needs a lot of capex, not only for the initial investment, but also for the stay-in business. One is the ferroalloys plant and manganese metal plant that we built, and we started in 2015. We put 240 million euro over there. Now for the railway concession, we're managing the railway. We get this mission from the state.
Connectivity to Gabon is absolutely hassle-free. Major countries like the United States, UK, China, India, and many more are just a flight away from Gabon's capital, Libreville. Airline companies are making major plans to launch more number of daily flights to Gabon post the announcement of a second international airport in the country.
In Gabon now we have 5 times per week. And 2018 we will make a daily flight. Now we have a narrow body, and I hope it's according to demand. We maybe bring a wide body to the Gabon, but first planning is making daily flight.
From the very beginning, Ethiopian Airlines is a Pan-African carrier, which is in its vision always consider Africa as its main serving point. So we take it as our obligation to connect Africa to the rest of the world.
Problematic reservations at hotels in Gabon is a thing of the past. With more and more global hoteliers creating premium properties like Le Méridien Rendama, Radisson Blu Okume Palace, Park Inn by Radisson Libreville, Nomad Suite Residence and many more. Gabon has ensured that travellers have the comfort of home, be it a hectic business trip or a leisure holiday.
Majority of the business is corporate. I would say 90% is corporate. And tourism is a key and a clear focus of the government in Gabon to be developed in the forthcoming years. The potential is huge.
For our hotel, so we benefit firstly by the visitors or business travelers, I would say, or people attending international events organized in Libreville. We have beautiful streets and facing the sea. We are quite ideally located in Libreville, very near from the airport, near from the city center. So it's all these advantages are very important for business travelers.
Gabon is home to several budding entrepreneurs who aimed high and worked hard to create a name in the market. Danny is one of those few Indians who shifted to Gabon as an employee, but soon launched his own company, Afrigo Travels and Tours.
See, when we came here, there was no social life. Right now, there was no social life, there was not many banks. You don't have, you cannot go out from the house after 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock about the security reasons as we think about Africa. And right now today, as we are in the situation, even I can go out from my house after 8 p.m. We have good banks here, we have so many banks here. You have social life as well as here. Before when you came here, and the things were not the same as it is today. Before there was house problem, the rents were very high. Today the rents are good. As of today, we have public transport that is good. I came here as a salesperson, as a sales manager. Then I was promoted to the branch manager. Then I thought that if I can do for someone else the same thing, I can do it for me as well. So I started my own business, and I know that if I will open my own business, then I will have more opportunities than working. And I'm doing a good business right now. I'm very happy.
Gabon is an investment attraction to many. But what are the kind of hurdles and challenges an entrepreneur faces while setting up a business here?
See, when I came here in 2008, the big challenges was here for the language, because here the language is French. So I came here, I started learning French, and then I said, okay, no, I have to live here and I have to do my business. So the major challenge was the language, and then after you come for the secondary challenge, that is the food. Especially in Africa, so you don't find the Indian food because there are so many, there were not many Indians in Gabon before in 2008 as per now. And then you leave your country and then you come here and staying alone, this was also the bigger challenge for us, to leave the family and all. At the end, I will say that I've seen a very, very big change here in this city. We can see the big buildings developed here, a good infrastructure and good public transport, as well as the good services are keep on building, yes.
It's now time for a short break, and on the other side we bring you more real-life stories from Gabon calling. The allure of Gabon has been calling out to investors from all across the world. But how feasible is it to shift from your hometown and relocate to a foreign land? How safe is Gabon? What is the kind of education your children will receive? Let's try to fill in all of these blanks. Meet the Modis of Gabon. Heading a family of 3, Sudhanshu Modi took a leap of faith and shifted to Gabon in July 2016 to start a new business in the timber sector.
Coming to Gabon was that my family was into the trading business from the very beginning, and then I started a business of mobile phones in India, and that was also trading. What I felt that I wanted something in the long run, and I wanted something that could be an asset for the family. So we wanted to move into Africa, because it has always been a fascination for me, to move to Africa, because I have heard it is the land of opportunity. It is difficult, but here it is possible.
The journey from India to Africa was nothing short of a dream come true for Sudhanshu. So what made him leave his native land to set shop in a foreign country?
Gabon is very, very rich. I will not say rich, it is very blessed in natural resources. You have oil. The second, you have a lot of wood species, exotic wood species which are more than 1,000 years old. Thirdly, the government is very stable, the currency is stable, and the government is supportive. This is a hidden gem. I feel it should be hidden. Now we're going to open it up.
Sudhanshu started his timber and veneer company called Wood International in 2016. Within just a year of its operations, he invited his wife and his son to shift to Gabon and share a life together.
Unlike the other African countries, Gabon has a very, very small population, and all the population is educated. In the last 2 years, I haven't seen anybody fighting or anybody shouting here. And the second part is this country is very safe, because the government is very protective about the investors, and in general the population of Gabon is very cultured, very quiet, and for women it is very safe. If you travel in the night, there will be no disturbances in the night, and for the last 2 years I don't think so I've had a problem in terms of security.
Education in Gabon is largely based on the French educational system. The country has a good education system with international schools, public and private colleges and universities.
I came here for business. Now when I found the right kind of business, when I found that the business is stable, then I started looking for my child's education. There is an international school here, and it is a very good school, and they are very serious about our kids and education and their overall development. There is a very detailed and a big program. For example, not only education is here, your child gets to do more co-curricular activities. For example, music is there, sports is there, acting is there, languages is there. My kid gets to meet a lot of different kids from other cultures and other backgrounds. It helps him to open up.
One of the noted international schools in Libreville is École Robin Vert. The campus is spread over 7 hectares and exhibits facilities like classrooms, ICT labs, library, playgrounds, and a well-designed curriculum that excels the future of youngsters like Ki and Modi.
When I grow up, I want to become an artist because I like painting and I want to become a painter. I like about my school that there is a camping area. There are nine different areas in my school. Like we have the campsite, there is a park also, there is a playground. So in the park we can play football, we do handstands, cartwheels, somersaults, whatever we want to do.
A mother, a homemaker and a businesswoman, Vaishali shifted to Gabon in 2017. Within a few days of her stay here, she took the challenge and responsibility of becoming the Director of Commercial for Wood International. So I'm with Vaishali Modi at Woods International, and as you can see behind me, we are in the heart of all the action. Thank you, Vaishali, for joining us here today.
You're welcome, Neha.
Now I believe you have established businesses in the telecom and the furnishing space, and yet you've come here and set up shop and a woods factory at Nkok. So why is that? Why did you do that?
Well, Gabon has been politically stable from last 50 years. It has abundance of natural forests. 90% of world's okume comes from Gabon, and the local currency of Gabon, which is CFA, it is pegged to euro. And adding icing to cake, we found GSEZ, Gabon Special Economic Zone, which gives plenty supply of water, power. It has good infrastructure and single window system of document clearance and tax clearances. And we have a very, very skilled team, a GSEZ team, which is always there to help us and find solutions along with us, which helps us to develop and grow furthermore.
Let's talk about the people working for you, because I believe you hire not just Indian workers, but also the local Gabonese workers.
Yes.
I'm sure there's a special skill and training program that's required for them to adapt to the needs of the trade.
Yes. Well, when we started our production for the first time, 1.5 years ago, we started hiring the local Gabonese staff. And we believe, we in Woods International believe the best training is on-the-job training. So the local Gabonese staff were working in assistance with the Indian staff. They are trained supervisors and technicians who are on the different processes of manufacturing of veneer. And now I believe after completing 1.5 years of functioning in this factory, the local Gabonese staff are working on their own. And we have hired local supervisors also who are handling the quality, the peeling, the packing, the debarking machines, everything on their own.
Wood International is one of the front-running manufacturers of the Okome face veneer in Gabon's NCOC SEZ. The company caters to markets like Europe, India, United States of America and Mexico.
Now tell me a little bit about the products that you manufacture here.
So well, currently we are manufacturing okume face veneer using rotary peeling technology, and different markets we make different thicknesses ranging from 0.3 to 2.6, and for the different sizes as well. We also manufacture different species of wood for this process. For example, Ilomba, Aile, Sapeli, that depends on the special orders.
Tell me a little bit about your clientele and how it expands beyond Africa.
Well, we have different markets for this kind of veneer. Starting from Europe, we have a market in Europe. We are working for US markets, Mexico, Asia, Africa and Taiwan.
With several benefits in its kitty, Gabon is a land of untapped opportunities, inviting Indian entrepreneurs to turn their investment into profits and make their dreams come true.
You know, geographically, Gabon is so strategically located, it offers connectivity to major African cities within 4 hours. So the next time you're planning a trip to Africa, get on a jet because Gabon is calling.